The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 49-yard line.
80. Check 53. Big stop, G. 80. Let's go. Check 26. Check 26. Greystone, travel.
On second down now, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Rosen now off the bootleg. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Break that. 80. 54 back. Let him know. Let him know.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Alert! Go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to slip. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you...
Philip Dorsett by himself. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Philip Dorsett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. Time to go. Night.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Monday. Hey, Orbit. You draw Corkins.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Alert. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. They'll roll him out right. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
54's Mike.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass, that nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3-and-out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing. So they better provide him some help on this one.
Dorsett's got it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101 to try to...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play action. Now it's locked. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Go! 60 on. Hey, Sam up. Shoot.
On 2nd down. It's Grant, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing his lock on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Rosen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. C.J. Mosley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They go play action. It's Rosen rolling to his right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check 52. Shoot. There. Check. Lucky, 61. Matchbox lights. Check.
Block now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated timing.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. 80 weapons. Switch it.
On first down, Grant. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They will run with Grant. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They go back to Grant. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
6-6, pull it off, lead river.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
No. Hey, watch this.
Again, it's Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Jam. 80. Money.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 73 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards for him on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
18 Second and 10. The Texans 16-yard line. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. 52. Let's go. Now.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
7. 52. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Rosen.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. This is Grant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lock going to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Block off of play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, box truck. Hey. 35. Yep. Watch the twist. 35's the mic. Get it.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Ready. Let's go. 18 Number 53. Mike, 53. Check tight.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Those are our friends in Bayou Country. Top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the